Alright guys, what's up? I'm doing another Platinum video walkthrough, this time for My Big Sister, which is the new Rata game coming out tomorrow if you're in North America, and Wednesday if you are in Europe. This will show you how to get all of the story-related trophies, all of the 9 non-story related trophies, and the 6 endings. So follow along, get your Platinum, let's go! Okay, so while this is starting up, you're going to go through some dialogue at the beginning. I know you guys saw the control window just previous, but circle is going to be your best friend while playing through this, as it'll allow you to sprint around and it'll make everything go by much faster. You won't be able to skip all of the text, but if and when you can, I will definitely let you know to hit options and just go ahead and skip it. So once the music starts, we'll be able to move. So you can talk to this guy if you want, it's not necessary, so just go down to the noodle lady down here and talk to her. And she will give you some noodles to eat, and this will actually unlock the Yummy Noodles trophy. Alright, and once you're done, she will give you some chopsticks. So when you have those, come up here to the top right, and right under this neon sign is a cage. So open your inventory and use the chopsticks on the cage, and you'll get a little key. So once you have that, go down this little hallway, and then this door is locked, but it unlocks with the key. Alright, and you actually need to hit up to go inside to start this, so go ahead and go through all this dialogue. You're going to interact with this little box spoiler thing, and it'll give you a little coat hanger. So come down to the sewer cap and use said coat hanger, and you'll get a little keychain light. So before we use that, we're actually going to go back up to this guy. If you talk to him before picking up the key, he'll let you know that he is looking for a key, but since you already have it, he's not going to tell you, so just go ahead and interact with him with the key. Alright, and that'll unlock, make sure you return it after you use it. So now we're ready to go. So this neon sign is pointing to this vent up here. You want to use the flashlight on the vent, and then it'll end this little chapter. Okay, and this is actually the first chapter of the game. The previous one was just an introduction. If you ever need to replay it, you do need to start a new game to do so. The chapter select menu starts with this one, so just a heads up on that. Alright, and you can skip this with options. Go through the door, go downstairs, go through the front door, and then talk to Sombria, and you can skip this with options as well. Alright, you come down the stairs, and you're going to interact with the trash cans over here, and you're going to get a bobby pin out of them. Alright, so go back inside the house, go back up the stairs, and you're going to interact with this door with the bobby pin. You'll get a bloody photo from this. It's that one right there. Alright, and then go back downstairs and hit options to skip the text. And then go in here to the kitchen and then interact with the fridge with the bloody picture. Alright, and that'll unlock the Finding Secrets trophy. Alright, so go back upstairs, and you just need to interact with your bedroom door here. Okay, so she wants some milk, so we're going to go downstairs, go back into the kitchen, interact with the fridge again, and just go through all the dialogue here. Alright, back to the living room. You can skip this text with options. And head into your bedroom and interact with your bed. And you can hit options again to skip it. Alright, so exit here, go back downstairs, options to skip, go into the kitchen, skip that dialogue. Alright, go up to the bathroom door, just interact with it. Alright, and then go back to the living room, and we're gonna go outside. Just go through all this dialogue and interact with the truck. Alright, and that'll finish the first chapter. Alright, so go ahead and skip the text here. Stand back up. Alright, so there are 2 trophies associated with this room, and you can actually get them in the same playthrough. You just have to pick up one item at a time. If it doesn't work, you can just do it through chapter select again, or you can exit back to the main menu and start over. So the doll and the brain trophy are both here. So first, go into the toys, and then you'll get the doll. Okay, and then give him the doll, and go through this short text, and then hit options to skip all of this. Alright, so nothing happened, as you can see, but something is supposed to happen. Just for some reason, skipping the text nulls it out. So on this desk over here is the brain, so go ahead and pick it up. And then run back down to him, and this time give him the brain. And you can skip here too, and there's Sombria. Alright, so that should have unlocked both the you chose the doll and you chose the brain trophy. So once you're ready, exit the office, and now you're in the lobby. So before we do anything, there's one more missable trophy down here. You're going to go to this side, and this little brochure rack right here. You're going to interact with it, and just go ahead and skip through the text. And that will actually unlock the "is that a JIT reference?" or JIT reference. I don't even know what that's referring to. But anyways, alright, so try to go out the exit, and you won't be able to. Just skip the text. Alright, and then you're going to go into the bathroom up here. And in the toilet, as you can see, is something sticking out of it, but that's actually a hand holding a key. So interact with it, and you'll pick up the key. And then just interact with the door, and go ahead and skip through all this text. Well, you can't skip it, just go through it. And that'll unlock the "I'm sorry, Sombria" trophy. Okay, so go back to the lobby, and now that you have the key, go ahead and use it on the front door. And then lady up there will stop you, but just go through all of her dialogue and you'll eventually leave. Alright, and that finishes up that chapter. Go through all this. And hit options to skip. Alright, and hit options again to skip all this text as well. Alright, and that'll actually unlock one of the story-related one, and it's "she's too innocent to do anything." Alright, and skip through all this text. Alrighty. So when you have control, go across this little bridge here into this little kitchen area and pick up this fish. And you also want to interact with the sink to get one of the missable trophies. It's just a sink. Great, that's the trophy. Alright, so this little hole in the wall, you want to interact with that, and you'll get a little red tile. Show that's what you'll pick up, the little red tile. Alright, so come down this way, exit through this door, go all the way to the left, and go in this door. Alright, interact with this little box underneath the neon sign. Pick up a little flashlight, and then interact with the recycle bin. And you'll get the little flower. Alright, so go back through the door, head back right past that door, and you're going to go into this one, so the one that's just to the left of the save point. Alright, and you need to interact with the far left locker right here. Okay, so exit, go back into the restaurant area, and then talk with Sombria. And she will give you a bobby pin. Alright, so we're going to use this to unlock that locker. So go back inside, open your inventory, and use the bobby pin. Alright, and you'll get a mask out of this. So go back through the door, go back into the restaurant, and then from here you want to go in the door just left of Sombria. And you can skip all this dialogue. Alright, so there's one missable trophy involved in this, so when you're in front of him, make sure a little red exclamation point is showing. Use the fish on him. Just go through all the dialogue. Alright, and that will pop the asking for help trophy. And then while you're here, go ahead and use the strange mask on him. And in turn, he will give you a knife. It's a pretty fair trade, I guess. Alright, so you have that. Go down through the door. Go back down through this door. Alright, we're gonna go all the way to the left again. And you want to stop at this painting right here. You see the little guy with his one arm up and one arm down? Alright, you want to use the knife on this section. Okay, and go into the hole. And just go ahead and go on up, and she'll run over and exhaust, or hit options to skip the dialogue. Alright, and she's going to ask you to bring you a random thing. It varies for each playthrough, so... Alright, so something of danger. If you get danger, you have to give her the flower. If you get tradition, you have to give her the fish. And in turn, she'll give you a red tile. Alright, so exit back through, and we're gonna go back into the bath. So, go through this door, climb up, and then this little face right here, you're going to use the tiles on it. I'm going to open up a little passageway. Just go up the hallway. And just go through all the dialogue. You can't skip this part, so just keep spamming cross and you'll get through it. Alright, just go ahead and skip it. Okay, so here you're going to go down and interact with the wood pieces down here. And then go back up, over to the right, and then you're going to use the wood pieces to cross this gap right here. So cross it and enter the door. Dialogue. Alright, and then just interact with the shelf, and you'll get a magnet. So exit back through the door, back across the wood plank, and then use the magnet on this vent right here, the one that's leaking water. Alright, so the metal pipe you just picked up, use it on the hole just to the right, and you'll pick up some fishing line. So go down here until you get the red exclamation point saying you can interact with the item floating in the water. Go ahead and do so, and you'll create a fishing pole. And then use the fishing pole on the item. Alright, then go back across the board into the room, and then use the power cable on the computer, and this will actually drain the water in the other room. Okay, so once it's drained, come down here and you'll pick up a key. And go back up, head over to where Sombria is, and use the key on the door right behind her. And skip the dialogue with options. Okay, so in this area there is a missable trophy. You need to talk to everybody in the little town, so start with the guy sweeping over here. Just go ahead and spam cross to get through his dialogue. Alright, then speak with this vendor right here. Okay, then come down this way. And we're actually going to get this guy first, so talk to the guy down at the bottom. Back up and talk with these guys right here. Alright, and you'll have to go and grab them an apple so that you can continue on with the story. But that will unlock Talk of the Town once you do that. So to find the apple, you want to go to this stairwell right here, go down, interact with the apples, and you will grab one. And use the stairs again. And then use the apple. She will give you a key. So with that key, head on over, up, and to the left. You can actually go through here if you want. And then once you get to the gate, use the key. Oh, I used the wrong key. Make sure it's the gate key, not the sewer key. Alright, and then head on into the laundromat. And you can skip all the dialogue here. And here. Okay. So now you have the key to the bathhouse. That's where we're going to go next. Alright, so from here, head on over to the right, go down, go right, and then there's a pathway just right here. So go on up and use the back key to the bathhouse. Alrighty, so hit options to skip all the text. Go and go through this door. Alright, now as you can see, the hole that you made earlier is much bigger. So go ahead and go through it. Alright, go all the way to the end and interact with the body. Okay. You're gonna exit, but before you do, just adds up as what's gonna happen next. When you get back into the hallway, walk a little bit to the right, and you'll see a face appear in the large hole that is in the wall. When the face appears, go back inside. So go to the right, there's the face, go back inside, just go up a little bit, and game over. But that unlocks one of the missables, the Lady on the Wall trophy. Alright, and this will start you, or just hit continue at the main menu, and it'll start you right back at the beginning of that chapter, so not too far back. Alright, so once again, go ahead and skip all of this. Go through the door. Go through the hole. Right, head on up. Interact with the body. Alright. And this time just ignore the face. Don't come back here or you're gonna die again, so. Alright, so you're gonna follow this blood trail back into the restaurant. And then back into the kitchen area. And go ahead and exhaust all this dialogue. And then interact with the butcher. Skip the dialogue. And you will pick up a knife. So, exit this room. Go back to the hallway. And then go into the locker room, which is a very bloody door. So you can't miss it. Alright, so talk to Sombria. Go through all the dialogue. Alright, and when you can, go ahead and use the knife. And go and skip the dialogue here too. So go back down. Go into the restaurant. And we're going to go back to the kitchen with the butcher. Skip with options. And then just come over here and pick up this candy bar. Hit options to skip. I want candy will unlock there. It is story related, but just in case you missed it. So this is a super short chapter, nothing really much in it. You can just skip the dialogue and move on to the next one. Alrighty, so again, just hit options, skip the dialogue, and then go up the path through the trees. And at the fort, go ahead and take the right path. And you'll automatically talk to Sombria. You can't skip this dialogue, so just spam cross to get through it. Alright, so here you're supposed to find 5 mushrooms for her to eat, but since we don't want to miss this trophy, we're just going to go ahead and kick it here. It'll take a few minutes, like she'll start to get annoyed and angry at you, and her face will appear on the screen, but just keep waiting, and eventually she will kill you, and it'll pop that I'm so hungry trophy, so just wait it out.
Yes, I am talking about you behind the screen. I am talking about you behind the screen. You're starting to get on my nerves. No.
Alright. So once at the main menu, go ahead and hit continue, and it'll start you back at the beginning of that chapter. So again, not too far back from where we previously were. Skip the dialogue. Alright, and go right back to where you were, up between the trees, over to the right. And then once again, just go through all this dialogue with Sombria. Okay, so when you have to find the mushrooms, you need to be holding down circle so that you're running the entire time. There's 5 that you need to find. So once you regain control, there's one right here. And keep going up this way, and you'll find another one. Alright, then go back down. Down the path. left path.
Um,
She will freeze you every time she talks to you. It's a little annoying,
and
but
yes, and yes,
so there's one to the left of this little
I
building
am
here.
talking about you behind the screen.
Go back down. Alright, this time go down again. And then to the left of the bus stop is the 5th and final mushroom. Alright, so head back to Sombria. I'm gonna go up the path.
Please? I need your help.
The right path. And then just go ahead and start stuffing mushrooms in her face. Alrighty, and you can't skip this, so just keep spamming cross to get through all the dialogue. Alrighty, so go ahead and go up the right side, and then up through the top. And you'll find yourself in a very randomly placed noodle shop in the middle of the forest. Alright, so run up and talk to the noodle vendor. And she will give you 1 bowl of noodles to eat, and then 1 bowl of noodles to bring to the spirit in the forest. So go and exhaust all of this. And while you're here, go and talk to this little guy. Alright, don't worry about him yet. So go back down. You can go left or right, it doesn't matter, just go down the path and then exit down the bottom. Alright, so at this fork, you're going to go up the left path, and then just hit options to skip. So he'll give you a mushroom, but he hasn't eaten the noodles yet, so you do need to interact with him again to give him the noodles. Let's go through all the dialogue. Alrighty, and that will unlock the noodles will appease the spirit trophy. So come back around, go back up the right path, go up the right, and then up back to the noodle shop. Alrighty, and then this time you're going to interact with this guy, but with the mushroom. Alright, he'll give you a really big leaf and unlock the mushrooms make you grow trophy. Alright, so head back down. You're just going to keep continuing following the path until you're back down at the bus stop. So go down 1 more. Alrighty. And then use the leaf to interact with Sombria. Alright, and you can't skip this text, so just spam cross until it's all done. Alright, once this is done, it'll actually unlock one of the story-related trophies. My Neighbor Somboro is the name of it. Alrighty, so we're almost there, kinda sorta. Alright, so on this one you will be on a train. Alright, hit options, go and skip, and then you're just gonna go all the way down to the front of the train. Once you're there, you just need to interact with the door right here. Alright, go and head back on up. in the bedroom, you'll see that this door is now open. So go ahead and go inside. And you'll pick up the key card that's sitting on the little nightstand. Alright, go back down to the engine room. And just use that key card on the door that was locked before. Talk with this guy. Hit options to skip the text. Alright, now you're gonna go back to where you started, the cart with the bathroom on it, and you're gonna talk to Sombria, who is sitting in the bathroom. Alright, just go through all the dialogue, and she'll give you another key card. Go all the way up into the back of the train, and that'll be the luggage cart that you end up in. Okay, so exhaust all this dialogue, and he's looking for a key card that you just so happen to pick up. Okay, so once it's open, head on up. You'll meet this fine-looking fella. Go ahead and hit options to skip the dialogue, and then exit through the back door, and options again. Okay, so head on back down. So you'll pass the noodle lady here, and you'll automatically stop and do this dialogue with her. And you'll also earn a story-related trophy here after she's done. Okay, and that should unlock you again. And then come down here and speak with this gentleman. Go ahead and skip it again. Alright, so this is a travel point. It'll make the next part a lot faster, so go ahead and use it. And then go to the luggage carriage. I keep calling it a cart, I guess it is a carriage. Alright, so hit options to skip all this text. And then hit this red button underneath the green screen. Alright, and climb up the ladder that just appeared, and that will also unlock the pressing buttons trophy. So you can hit options to skip all of this dialogue as well. She'll automatically run down, like you're not controlling this part. Alright, so now you are. So go down, past the bathroom. Alright, so in this carriage you can see that these two bedroom doors are now open. So go ahead and go inside. We'll do the middle one first. Go through all the dialogue, and you'll end up reading a note as well. Alright, and then go into the top one. And that'll unlock the, well, 4th time to charm trophy. So exit through here, go down to the next carriage, run all the way through this creepy one. Alright, and then just talk to Sombria when you get to the end. Hit options to skip all the dialogue if you want. Alright, and that'll finish that one. This chapter doesn't have any trophies related to it. You can do the same as the short one before and just go ahead and hit options to skip all the text in it. so go ahead and hit options to skip that as well. Alright, when you're here, you're going to go up the stairs on the right side and interact with the sink. And you'll end up getting a metal pipe from here. Alright, so go back down the stairs, go up the left stairs, and then left to platform 12. Okay, and interact with the vending machine here, and you'll get a little candy bar. Alright, and you want to use the metal pipe on this window right here. Once you're in the office, you want to interact with the computer, though it'll be more like the chair versus the actual computer, but just interact with it when you can. Alright, and then go back through the door. Exit right. Alright, and go over to the elevators. You'll see one is completely shut, and then one is ajar. So you want to use the candy bar on the one that is slightly open. Go ahead and hit options to skip all the dialogue here. And that'll actually turn the backup generator on. So head back to the left, and your gate is now open. So head on up, and over to the right. And you can skip all this dialogue as well. Alright, so go back to the left, down and to the right. And you're going to head back down towards the train tracks, and then back into the bathroom. You're going to talk to Sombria in the stall. You can't skip this part, so just spam cross until the dialogue is finished. And she'll actually give you a little doll. So once you have the doll, exit the bathroom, and you're going to head back over to platform 12 and back to where that blue spirit was. So go left, and then go right. Skip the dialogue with options, and then give her the doll. And then skip again. The truth finally revealed trophy will unlock here. Alright, so now that that's done, you want to interact with this tape and tunnel here. And you can skip all the dialogue here as well, if you want. But that will unlock an impostor. So, oh, no, I'm going the wrong way. Alright, so go back up here and then go right. Back to where the blue spirit was, but she's gone now. So, just keep heading right, go down into this little room, and down once more, and then exit the subway station. Alright, and this will start the final chapter of the game. This is where all 6 endings will take place, and it's where they will all start. So we're going to do them in the order of easiest to hardest, or rather shortest to longest. So you'll basically be doing the same thing for most of them except the first 2. But yeah, I'll walk you through them all. So. Alrighty, so once you get back to your house, go ahead and hit options to skip the text with Sombria. We don't really need it. So this first one, we're just going to enter the house, go through all the dialogue, go upstairs, and then go into your bedroom. And you're going to interact with your bed 3 times, tops 4. I'm pretty sure it's only 3 though. So 1, 2, and 3. And this will give you the first ending and the trophy, I Can't Stay Awake. Alright, so from here, just hit continue, and it'll start that chapter over again. Right, and go through this opening text. And hit options to skip. And interact with the trash cans, just like you did at the beginning of the game, and you'll grab another bobby pin. This way and into the house. Alright, head on upstairs. And you're going to look in this little cupboard here and grab a screwdriver out of it. Alright, head downstairs into the kitchen, and you can skip the dialogue with options here. And into the bathroom. Alright, and you want to use the screwdriver on this little hatch here, and this will lead you down to the basement, and you can skip all this dialogue as well. Alright, so once you're done, head back upstairs, exit the bathroom, exit the kitchen. You can skip all this dialogue here. Go on upstairs, and use the bobby pin on Sombria's door. And this will fade out and go into the credits, but the loop trophy will pop here. Alright, just hit cross to go back to the main menu. There's some short dialogue here. Alright, now that you finished the game, chapter select is open. We don't need that unless you missed any trophies, so just hit continue and it'll restart that last chapter, and we'll move on to the next ending. Alright, so as before, just skip all the text. And then hit options to skip all the dialogue. Alright, interact with the trash cans to get the bobby pin. Alright, enter through the door. Go upstairs. Search this little cupboard and grab the screwdriver. And go back downstairs and go into the kitchen. Hit options to skip all the dialogue. Go into the bathroom. Use the screwdriver on the hatch. Go down the hatch. Skip all the dialogue with options. Alright, so this time you're going to grab the shovel that's sitting right here. You're going to go back upstairs, out the bathroom, through the kitchen. You can skip the dialogue here. Alright, so instead of going upstairs, you're going to go outside. And then this time you're going to go to this little carrot garden and use the shovel on the carrot garden. And you will pick up a knife. go back into the house, go into the kitchen, go into the bathroom, and then back down to the basement. And you're going to use the knife on your mom. And this will give you mom's heart. Just to show you. Alright, so go back up, out the bathroom, through the kitchen, and you're also going to use the knife on the noodle lady, and you can skip all this dialogue as well. Yes, you killed her, so go up the stairs, and then use the bobby pin on Sombria's door, and then just go through all the dialogue here. Okay, and go through this dialogue as well. You can't skip it just yet, but just keep hitting cross and spam through it. Alright, and a mother's heart knows best will unlock here. Alright, and you can skip the dialogue in the diner, which is about to happen. And the last page actually unlocks here as well. So go ahead and skip the dialogue. And then skip the dialogue here as well. Alright, and just go through the credits, and then it'll pop you back out at the main menu again. Alright, skip through this dialogue. So just 2 more endings left. I know I said there were 6, but I forgot that those 2 popped at the same time, so technically there's only 5 endings that you need to do if you do those 2 in one go. So only 2 endings left, so go ahead and hit continue. Alright, go through all this text. Skip the dialogue at the very start. Alright, interact with the trash cans and grab your bobby pin. Go inside the house. Go up the stairs. Interact with the little cupboard to grab the screwdriver. Go back down. Enter the kitchen. Skip all this dialogue. Go into the bathroom. Same as before, use the screwdriver on the hatch to unlock it. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay. And then go down the hatch, skip the dialogue with Mom, grab the shovel. Alright, and go back upstairs. Alright, so this time, before you leave the bathroom, interact with the mirror. And you'll have to spell a name, and it's Ashina, A-S-H-I-N-A, so... Go and skip through that. Exit the bathroom, go through the kitchen, skip the dialogue here, go outside. We're gonna dig up the carrot garden again to grab that knife. Alright, go back inside. And this time we're just gonna kill the noodle lady. There's no point in killing Mom, so. I'm gonna use the knife on her. Go and skip the text. Head upstairs. And use the bobby pin on Sombria's door. Alright, again, you can't skip this text, so just spam cross until you get through it all. So once you're in the hospital, again, you can't skip this text either, so just spam cross until you get through it all. Alright, and then once you gain control, exit through the door at the bottom, exit down the hallway, down the stairs, and out the front door. Alright, so stand next to this little smoking area in the ashtray, open your inventory, and use the cigarettes. Just go through all the dialogue until you can move again, and then we'll go back inside. Okay, so head back on in, back up the stairs, and back into the hospital room. Alright, and you can't skip this text, so just spam cross again until it's all done. Alrighty. And that'll unlock every story has a happy ending. And roll the credits. Oh, I lied. No credits. Forgot about this. Alright, so skip all the text when you're in the diner, and then skip the text in the park. And now the credits will roll. hit cross, you'll go back to the main menu, and now we just have the final ending left. So hit continue, and we're going to go through all the text just like we did before. Alright, hit options to skip that dialogue, interact with the trash cans to grab yourself a bobby pin, head on into the house, head upstairs, interact with this little cupboard thing and grab the screwdriver, head downstairs into the kitchen, skip all this dialogue with the noodle lady, head into the bathroom, and use a screwdriver on the hatch, go down the hatch, skip all this dialogue, grab the shovel, alright, climb back up, and just as before leaving the bathroom, interact with the mirror, and you're going to spell the same name, so A-S-H-I-N-A. Alrighty. Alright, so exit the bathroom, go through the kitchen, skip this dialogue, head outside, and we're going to go and dig up the knife again. So go to the little carrot garden, get yourself a knife, and head back inside the house. And then stabby McStab the noodle lady again. Go and skip all the dialogue, head upstairs, and use the bobby pin on Sombria's door. And also do the same as before, just skip all this dialogue with cross, and you'll end up back in the hospital. Alright, so skip all this dialogue, and the dialogue with the lady next to you, which obviously is the noodle lady. Alright, so exit the door, go down the hallway, down the stairs, and out the exit. Alright, so this time you're going to stand on the right side of the door, so you're actually going to be blocking this middle yellow light here, and open your inventory and smoke some cigarettes. Go through all the dialogue. Alright, and I'm going to head back on inside, and things will be just a little different than they were before. Just a smidgen of difference. So, head back upstairs, go back into the hospital room, and yeah, something happened. So, exhaust all this dialogue, and then once it's done, the chapter will end and all your trophies will unlock. Alright, so only eyes can tell the truth here, and then you should get your platinum trophy. Alrighty, and that's it. That is all the trophies for my big sister. Hopefully it wasn't too much trouble for you guys. Apologies again for saying there were 6 endings when technically there's only 5. It just depends on what order you do them in. But hope you got your platinums, and hope it all worked out for you. So, thanks for watching.